Guys, I have a little bet to propose for you.
Okay.
Suppose I take a coin and I flip it 6 times. So each flip, it either comes up heads or tails. What do you think is the most likely number of heads that come up?
Well, 3, of course.
And also 3 tails.
You think so, huh?
Yeah,
Are you willing to make a bet on it?
sure.
Okay, here's what I propose. If you get 3 heads and 3 tails on 6 flips of the coin, I'll pay you $1. If it comes up anything else, you'll pay me $1. Want to take that bet?
Well, that sounds fair, sure.
You're in.
Yeah.
Emily,
I don't know, $1 is a lot of money. I think I'd want some more information.
what kind of information do you need?
Well, I'd want to know how likely it is to have this outcome. What's the probability of getting exactly 3 heads if you flip a coin 6 times?
You know how to work that out?
Gee, no.
Well, that's why you need to take Fat Chance.
So what are we going to do in Fat Chance?
The main aim of the course is to introduce basic concepts in probability and counting so that we can answer questions like the coin flip problem.
So we can decide whether that was a good bet to take.
Exactly. And after we do some probability, we'll touch on some topics in statistics. But you can't really do any statistics until you understand probability.
And you can't do probability until you understand counting.
So I think that's where we should start.
That's the subject matter of the course, counting, probability, and statistics. What are the ultimate goals here?
Well, we originally developed a version of this course as part of Harvard's core curriculum. The goal there was to introduce students to the mathematical mode of thought.
Because we expect for many students this is a way of thinking that they might not have encountered previously.
We want to welcome you into our mathematical world and to show you what induced us to go into this subject as our life's work.
Another goal is to introduce students to the skills to analyze problems involving probability in real life.
Because quantitative questions come up in many unexpected places, in bar bets, but also in more serious avenues such as public policy.
You know, one way to think about it is sort of like a language course.
Yeah, in a language course, there are all kinds of exercises where you have to learn tenses and you have to learn conjugations and vocabulary. But what you're really trying to do is learn how to speak in a different tongue.
And ultimately, to develop any fluency, you just really have to practice.
In the same way, in Fat Chance, there's going to be a lot of mathematical technique and calculation. But at the end of the day, we hope you come away from the course with a sense of what the subject's about.
And a confidence to try and answer these questions on your own. So how exactly are we going to structure this course?
We'll alternate giving lectures and explaining the math.
And then after each lecture, you'll post some problems for the students so they can tell if they've mastered the material.
We'll allow plenty of time to work through the problems on your own, but I'll go through one possible approach to the solution.
And after you've shown that approach, we'll assign some homework problems. So people want to know, what background do I need to take a course like this? Well, we're starting from scratch. So all you need is high school algebra and the willingness to learn some new mathematics.
After all, most of the students who took the version of the course we taught at Harvard, they weren't the math majors. They weren't even science majors. They were typically students who had had a bad experience with math in high school, and for most of them, this was going to be the last math course they ever took. So we wanted it to be a positive experience.
Because we all know that math can be a lot of fun, and we want to share some of that with everyone else.
And besides having a lot of fun, we also want to teach you not to go into a casino.
Or if you do go, don't bet.
And certainly do not take bets from any suspicious characters you might meet in a bar.
Now about that bet that I offered you guys.
Yeah, I still want to know the answer to that.
Well, stick around.